Hello everyone and happy Halloween! I'm saying happy Halloween now because it's the Halloween season, so every day is going to be Halloween in October. This is our first costume look and today we're going for a witchy sort of vibe. So I didn't want to do like full on green face, you know, all that kind of stuff, which I wanted to do more like a witchy kind of vibe. So maybe someone who dabbles in the witchy craft or someone who is a witch, I don't know, whatever you feel like. I think it's really cool. I think it'd be very cute with like just like a black dress. I'm not naked, by the way, I have a little boob tube on, but I think it'd be cool with just like a black dress. You could do just like a cute little black dress, you could do a real sexy black dress, you could go like a bit more goth black if you wanted to. Yeah, I really like it. My hair, by the way, worked out kind of well and it's kind of gross. I'm gonna let you know though because I want to. My hair is kind of greasy and it worked out because I wanted to wear my hair slicked back like this. So I don't have to put anything in it because it's greasy. Woohoo! And that's gross, but whatever. So yeah, this is our first Halloween look. I am going to be doing like Halloween looks, but I'm hoping, we'll have to see. I'm going to be doing Halloween kind of costumey looks and also Halloween kind of like regular looks, if that makes sense. So like as regular as my makeup normally is on my channel, my normal kind of cut creases and colourful kind of eyes, but with Halloween kind of themed and glitters and things like that. So stuff you could probably wear to work on your Halloween day that maybe you don't want to do a costume, or maybe you can't do a full-on costume but you could do like a theme kind of on your face, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm hopefully going to be doing as well as with this, doing my costume looks, which I've already kind of planned out as well. So yeah, I'm also a bit tanned here. That's because I'm still a bit tanned from the summer, so I put my makeup too bit there, but it still kind of looks a bit tan, but whatever. If you want to wear this, just do your whole body. And it works out. Or also, if you're normally like me and not very tanned, then it still works out. So yeah, I just wanted to do kind of more of a goth vibe. I did my little crescent moon thing that's like a dent in my head. It's like it's engraved in my head, and you'll see how I did that. I want to do blood tears. I wanted to do this, and you will see in the video as well that I did like a bit of a cut mouth as well, but I took it off. It's kind of the first like halfway through doing my eyes. I took it off because it was starting to look a bit more Joker like and I didn't want to do that. So I was inspired by someone for this look. I'm just going to get the picture up to show you guys. It is, her name is Sane or San Fine Art. I'm going to leave the link down below to her Instagram, but this is the picture that I was inspired by for this look. And it's basically, she just described that when she was a little girl she wanted to be a witch, and that's where the inspiration came from. That's why I was going to do the cut mouth, but then it didn't look right with the way my eyes started to look, because I think the eyes on me are a bit heavier, well they're a bit bigger, so it didn't look right and I didn't want to completely copy it. So I was like, we'll just tweak it here and there. So I will leave her information down below. All credit goes to her. Go follow her and like all her stuff because it's amazing. And yeah, I love this, and I've had that image saved forever because I loved the image so much, and now I want to recreate it. So yeah, that's where the inspo came from. So let's see how to get this witchy sort of look. Alrighty guys, so we are starting off with a nice bare face. No, I'm not naked. I have a little boob tube on, which I probably said at the beginning, but that's fine. The face is bare. I've nothing on. I'm not even putting any moisturizer on because I want to use some special effects which will stick better to just a toned face. So I'm going in with my current toner, which is the Clinique toner for dry skin, and I've done that all over. And then I'm just taking any light pencil. This is just an old lip pencil that I never really use anymore, and I'm just using that to sketch out the shape of the crescent moon I want to do. Then we're going in with Kryolan's Rigid Collodian, and we're going to coat the inside of the crescent moon with that. With this kind of product, as it dries, it tightens the skin, so it actually creates a dent in the middle of the skin. And the more layers you do, the deeper the dent will be. So I did about 10 to 12 layers, I think. I just let it dry in between. And then I'm going in with my foundation. This is just a very, very pale foundation, and it's a decent amount of coverage, so it's pretty full coverage, so it will cover over everything. You will also see my little mouthpiece that I have on the side of my face, which I end up not using. I will take it off halfway through the video. So just ignore that for now. I just had it on in these parts. And then I'm filling in my brows with a deeper brow pencil than I normally do. It's quite a dark pencil. I just want them to be super strong and intense. Then I applied my Plouise base in the shade 0.5, and we're going to start off with Inglot Eyeshadow in the shade 50, and I'm taking it on a super big fluffy brush, and I'm just creating a general shape with this, so I do want it to be slightly winged out. and then bring it into the crease, and then you're just going to go to town with this colour. You're going to bring it all the way up to the inner part of your brow. You're going to bring it all the way down to inside the bridge of your nose, in the inner corner of your eye. You're going to fluff it all over the place and wing it out into your hair if you want to, up past your eyebrow if you want to, whatever way you want to do it, that's the way we're going to do it. I'm also using that same big fluffy brush and blending that along my lower lash line because I want to blend down quite far, further than normal for me. And then we're going in with Inglot Eyeshadow in the shade 75. This is just a deeper mauvey kind of shade, and we're using a slightly smaller blending brush, and we're going in with that. I'm just doing the same thing, going into the crease, winging it out, bringing it onto the inner corner of the eye crease, like under the brow, and then running it quite thickly along the lower lash line, just not down as far as the red, but quite far down. Then again, we're going to Inglot shade 459, which is a deep plummy browny kind of colour. It's more plum than brown. And we're going in again into the crease, slightly winging it out. It's the same process, you're just layering it up, and the darker you go, the less far out you're going to go. But the messier this looks, the better. If it's all smudgy and messy and not perfectly blended, it's going to look even better. I also really emphasise that shade on the inner corner, right where you would normally highlight. To deepen that up even more, we're going in with Inglot Eyeshadow in the shade 306 and just bringing that on the outer corner, and I also brought this all along the lid as well, just to really get in there and darken up the whole eye. We want the eyes to look very sunken in and that kind of a shape, so really get in there and deepen up that lid. It is Halloween after all, and I also brought some of that on the inner corner underneath my brow as well, just to really make it nice and deep, and just running it very close to my lashes on my lower lash line. I then took just a clean blending brush, nothing on it, and just went in and blended out all the edges around, just to really go in and soften them around, but again, it doesn't matter if it looks a bit messy. Next, we're going in with Inglot Eyeshadow in the shade 63, and I'm just patting that mostly on the lid, close to the lashes. You can bring it out a little bit if you want to, but mostly on the lid is where we want the black to be, and also bringing it right across onto the inner corner as well. Where you want your eye to be the deepest is where you're going to add the black, and then also running it very close to the lashes on the lower lash line. I'm going in with my MAC Dual Dare All Day Waterproof Liner, and I'm taking the pencil side because it is a double-ended pencil and liquid liner, and popping that on my waterline. Then we're going to go in and pop on lots and lots of mascara, loads on the bottom lashes. I'm going to do lashes on top, so I just want to coat my top lashes, but definitely do loads on your bottom lashes. I then set my face, because I haven't done that already, using my RCMA No Colour Powder. It's just a white powder, it gives a slight white cast to the skin, so it works out quite well for this look. And then to contour, we're taking the shade 360 from Inglot. It's just a very cool toned brown, and it's great for contouring this time of the year for very spooky sort of looks. So we're going quite heavily along the cheekbone, down the sides of my nose lightly, just to really emphasize the shape on the eye as well. We're going in to the temples and the sides of the forehead as well. You can go heavy enough with the contour for this look, that's what I kind of wanted for it. Then I'm taking my Makeup Revolution SFX Ultimate Face Paint Palette. It's just a grease paint palette, it's not actually a face paint palette, it's cream, so they don't really set. And I'm taking the red shade, or the burgundy shade from this, sorry, there is a red, but I'm taking the burgundy, it just looks very red. And we're going to fill in that crescent moon shape. Then taking the tiniest little dab of the black, and we're just going to go in to the very edges that's inside this crescent moon. We're going to deepen it up a little bit. We don't want it to look black, we still want it to look red, but it's just to add a bit of depth and shadow to the little carving that's in the face. And then we're going to add the shade 55 from Inglot just around, just using a little lip brush around the edges all around that crescent moon, just to make the skin around there look quite irritated. And finish it off with some blood, because it's not Halloween without some blood. So this is the Kryolan Fresh Scratch. It's super thick, it dries. It's great for doing scratches and grazes and all that kind of stuff, but it's great for popping in something like this where you don't want it to drip. You want it to dry down nicely and stay quite thick. I popped on my very dramatic lashes as well. And then onto the lips, we're going to do the LA Splash Classic Horror Liquid Lipstick in the shade Mummy. It's a super pale, almost like dead look to the lips, which I adore. I really need to use this colour a lot more, but I popped that all over the lip, and you could leave it like this and that's absolutely fine, but I want to take an extra little step. So I went in with the shade 344 from Inglot, and on a MAC 217 we're going to go in and blend that out. Oh, I think that's a 221, sorry, 221 brush from MAC, and we're just going to go all around the edge of the lip, blending it out to give us a nice smoky sort of lip, as I like to call it. And just go in, it's completely optional, but just making the shape of the lip still nice. And then we're going to go in with the shade 55 again from Inglot, and with a slightly smaller brush, this is a shading brush from Real Techniques, we're going in staying closer to the lip line but blending it outwards as well. So I'm not applying it in the lip line, I'm applying it outside of the lip line, I'm blurring it outwards. And then just to deepen up a slight bit more, we're taking the shade 459 again, and just the tiniest little dab of this, and just apply that right on my actual lip line and blend that out. And then I went back in with my 221 brush from the beginning of doing my lips and really went to town and blended all of that out just so it looks super smoky and smudgy and a bit weird. Then I just took this cheap fake blood that I have. I got it in a craft shop. It's like with a Halloween fake makeup set. And I'm just doing teardrops of blood from my eyes because why not? And I'm just using my spatula to do this, applying just enough to make it drip, but I don't want it to drip all the way down my face. You'll see me now in a second. I wanted it to drip, and then I tilted my head back so that way it would stop dripping and it would dry as it was. Alrighty guys, so that is our finished look. I hope you all enjoyed it. I love doing this. It was actually really fun. Funnily enough though, this is probably not funny because I've probably said this loads of times, when I do these kind of heavy, really heavy, you know, makeup down to my cheek kind of thing on my eyes, they look very normal to me. It's really weird, I know. The only things that aren't normal for me is the crescent moon, the blood, and maybe a smoky lip, but like the nude lip before I did the smoky part of the lip, that's normal. The contour is it's a bit heavier, but it's kind of normal. Yeah, it's kind of a normal look apart from some elements. It's really weird. It just says a lot about me apparently, but I do love this look and I would absolutely love to wear this for Halloween. It'd be very cool. You could always do a black lip, you could always not smoke it up and just do the nude. You could always do the black lip and smoke it up. That would be fun as well. Yeah, I really like it. I really like the look. I think it's really cool. I love how it turned out and I'm excited for Halloween. Woohoo! I get to watch all my horror movies and I get to watch force my boyfriend to watch them because he doesn't like horror movies. He one is frightened of some and two just doesn't enjoy watching them, but because it's Halloween I'm going to be watching them, so he'll just have to watch them. Just the way it is. I watch horror movies all year round anyway, so yeah, doesn't matter. But yeah, if you did like this look, give a big thumbs up down below. Also, if you want to do this for Halloween, I want to see it, so my Instagram is down there. You can tag me in it if you do this look or an inspiration of this look, and also down below Instagram for San Fine Art or Sane Fine Art or whatever way you pronounce it. That's linked down below, so go follow her. All credit goes to her, everything. And I just tweaked her look, basically. That was it. And yeah, you can leave me a comment down below, let me know what you're going to be for Halloween, and also have a guess as to what you think I'm going to do for my other videos, my other Halloween costumes. I think that'd be fun because I have them all planned. I know what I want to do. Woo-hoo. And yeah, I don't even know what I'm dressing up as for Halloween yet. I don't know. If I do know, I'll let you know. So yeah, if you are looking forward to all that and want to see all of that, hit subscribe down below as well and you can see loads more, and I'll have lots more stuff coming up. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video guys. Bye!
The black sky, the dark side.